Over half of GLP-1 users maintain their weight loss a year after stopping the medication. Could this be a breakthrough for long-term success? Nearly 50% of online pharmacies selling GLP-1 drugs are operating illegally, putting your health at serious risk. Are you safe?
Welcome to the Downsized News. It's Monday, August 19th, and we're excited to bring you the latest updates and insights on GLP-1 medications. I'm Laraine Durham, and I've lost over 50 pounds on compounded Tirzepatide, which is also known as Zepbound and Mounjaro.
And hi, I'm Christopher Durham, her husband. Today we'll discuss everything you need to know about GLP-1s, including Mounjaro, Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, Tirzepatide, and Semaglutide, and I have lost 76.5 pounds since September 29th.
Yeah, that's a lot. But before we dive in, just a quick reminder, we're not doctors. While we're passionate about GLP-1s and weight loss, it's important to consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting any weight loss medication or treatment.
So let's jump into today's news and explore what's new in the world of GLP-1s. Our first story, a recent study published on January 23rd, 2024, and forwarded to us by, who was it? Mom of Seven, I think?
Mom of Seven.
Thanks, Mom of Seven. The study was updated on May 16th, 2024 as well. Has shown promising results for those using GLP-1 medications like semaglutide and liraglutide. The study found that more than half of the patients could maintain their weight loss even a year after stopping the medication. So let's stop there for a second, because that's always the question, right? The skeptics out there.
Are you going to have to stay on this forever?
And it's somehow terrible, even though I've been on blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine. Nobody said anything about that for the last 30 years.
Nobody judges you for that. That's
Absolutely.
For sure.
So the key findings, over 50% of patients successfully kept their weight off. They lost while on semaglutide and liraglutide. However, 18.7% of those on liraglutide and 17.7% on semaglutide regained all the weight they had lost, or even more.
Semaglutide is the same as Ozempic and Wegovy.
Correct.
So this study was specifically looking at liraglutide and semaglutide.
And I would assume it could be extrapolated out to Tirzepatide, given that it has a GLP-1 in it.
Over 50% of the patients kept their weight off after they stopped the medication, and 18% regained the weight.
How many diets have you been on in your lifetime?
Approximately 1,200,352, but I'm not counting.
So of those, how many of those had a 50% success rate of you keeping the weight off?
0%. I don't. Yeah, the problem was, I guess I could lose weight on pretty much. You can lose weight on pretty much any diet, but keeping it off for any amount of time is always the.
And you never lost
trick.
much weight as you have this, have you? Other than being pregnant, that doesn't. Just normal weight, not pregnancy weight.
I think total I've lost here about 60 pounds from when I started to now, and I think that's the most I've ever lost. I did lose 55 pounds once, but that was after I had
baby
a child.
Weight's different.
And yeah.
This study involved a large-scale analysis of data from Cosmos, a collaboration of 236 Epic health systems that include, Epic as a company, not just they're really good.
They're epic. Dude.
So Epic Health Systems that included over 227 million patient records from 1,301 hospitals and more than 28,600 clinics across all 50 states. A lot of people, a lot of representation.
That's a lot of people.
The research was carried out independently by two teams, each consisting of a clinician and a research scientist, who both arrived at similar conclusions. So
That's good.
looked at the data separately. Right? These findings offer valuable insights for those considering or currently using GLP-1 medications, showing that many can maintain their weight loss even after discontinuing the treatment. However, the study also highlights the importance of continued support and healthy lifestyle habits to sustain long-term success.
Yeah.
Exciting, right? I mean,
yeah, I guess the main thing that I'm thinking of is when you stop taking the GLP-1 medications, the food noise comes back and the urge and the drive to eat returns. And that's definitely what I found as I stepped down my medication. I don't know, do you think if you stop the medication, you could maintain your 70-plus pound weight loss? I don't think I
probably
could,
not is the reality,
honestly.
but I know I don't really understand, and I haven't seen the research to give me any insights on if this medication is doing anything over time and through the adjustment of habit to rewire.
Oh, well, that'd be great, but
so
I don't
if
know if
we're
that's doing
doing a good habit of eating well, exercise, whatever those things are, and theoretically, if you do a habit long enough, it becomes practice.
I've measured
right?
2 tablespoons of coffee creamer in my coffee
I know.
for 20 years.
I feel like there has to be a lot more research, and if you asked 2 years from now, 5 years from now, we'd know a lot more than we do today.
Well, I think if you set yourself up with those healthy habits, right, like portion control, exercise, drink your water, avoid junk food and sugars and things like that. Most people lose weight just doing those things, or people who don't have obesity lose weight just doing those things. So you take away this medication, and I'm back to where I was with Weight Watchers for my whole life, diet and exercising, and it's like a hamster on a wheel. It's running fast and getting nowhere.
Yes, I don't know. And I enjoy grocery shopping. She doesn't actually enjoy it, but I like to go to the grocery store. I like to see the food and the new stuff, and it's an exploration for me. But I know these medications have helped me make better choices in the store.
Oh, interesting.
And honestly, I think that's where it has to start.
Well, sure.
Because if I don't bring it home, I can't eat it.
You're not going to eat it, right?
And I don't know, I think we discount that and don't even think about it as if you're standing in the store making smarter, better decisions, everything's a little bit easier. So,
Well,
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's like that time when I needed to go up in medication and I brought home the donut. And you said, you need to go up in your medication.
I think it is encouraging to see this sort of research say that it is possible.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's more possible than any diet you've ever done.
Sure. And I think that it's just, I like it that it's fuel for the haters, you know what I mean? Like it's puts out those fires of those haters that say, oh, you're going to have to be on it forever. 50% of the people have not gained their weight back that were on semaglutide. That's an interesting fact.
I don't care about the haters. So.
I like to have some facts. I like to have some studies to give people. When
the challenge of haters is it
these
never has to do
questions.
with facts, though. It has to do with I want to feel better about myself than you.
I can't help you feel better about yourself, but I can give you facts, and I can tell you what it is, and you can feel however you're going to feel.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, story number 2.
All right, a new study published in JAMA Network Open has uncovered that approximately 42% of online pharmacies selling semaglutide are operating without proper licensing and regulations. This exposes consumers to potential risks of purchasing and using counterfeit or unsafe products. The study, including insights from researchers at the University of California, San Diego, and the University of Pécs in Hungary, highlights the dangers consumers face when trying to acquire weight loss drugs online without a prescription. Tim Mackey, a professor of global health and one of the study's authors, pointed out the severe risks involved, including receiving products that are ineffective and potentially dangerous. The study began with structured searches across Google and Bing, identifying 317 online pharmacies that advertise semaglutide without requiring a prescription. These, nearly half, were classified as illegal operations. The researchers made test purchases from 6 vendors flagged as not recommended or rogue by LegitScript and the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy. Product ranged in price from $113 to $360, with an average cost of $218.50. Only half of the products ordered were actually delivered. The non-delivery scams involved in additional fraudulent payment requests purportedly to clear customs ranging from $50 to $1,200. The products that did arrive showed significant discrepancies when tested for quality and authenticity. For instance, while genuine Ozempic scored the full 22 points on the International Pharmaceutical Federation's checklist for visual inspection, the test purchase products only scored 8 or 9 points, with clear discrepancies in labeling and regulatory registration. Further testing revealed concerning results. One sample contained elevated levels of endotoxin, indicative of potential contamination, although no viable microorganisms were detected. Liquid chromatography mass spectrometry tests showed that the purity levels of semaglutide in the samples were considerably lower, at 7 to 14%, than 99% advertised. Additionally, the actual semaglutide content in the samples was 29 to 39% higher than labeled, posing serious overdose risks. This study underscores the crucial importance of procuring medications from legitimate licensed sources. You should never purchase without a prescription from your doctor. The risks associated with buying GLP-1 drugs like semaglutide from unauthorized online pharmacies are profound, ranging from financial scams to health hazards due to contaminated or counterfeit products. Symptoms of semaglutide overdose include severe nausea, vomiting, and dangerous blood sugar levels. This report underscores the critical importance of obtaining medication through legitimate licensed channels. With the ongoing shortages and high costs of GLP-1 drugs, it's tempting to seek alternatives. However, the risks associated with unregulated online pharmacies, ranging from financial scams to health hazards, make it crucial to adhere to prescribed and regulated sources. This situation also highlights the need for increased regulatory oversight and consumer education to ensure that unscrupulous vendors do not exploit those seeking help for weight loss. Understanding the risks and maintaining vigilance when purchasing GLP-1 medications is essential for both health and safety.
So let's be really crystal clear. These are prescription medications. You need to see a physician. They need to write you a prescription, and you need to get it from a state-regulated pharmacy. If it's branded, you can get it from CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, your local pharmacy, whatever, but a state-regulated pharmacy. If it's telehealth, then you would get it from a telehealth provider like a Mounjaro, an Avim, whoever, who uses a state-regulated compounding pharmacy that they would still need a prescription for.
Correct. Even if you get it online, you should be seeing a licensed doctor or medical professional online. That person should be writing you a prescription. That prescription should not be coming necessarily to you. It should be going directly to the compounding pharmacy or the local pharmacy. The compounding pharmacies are regulated by the states. So places like Hallandale Pharmacy in Florida, Red Rocks Pharmacy, compounding pharmacy in Utah, these are known compounding pharmacies. If someone's trying to sell you powdered whatever in a vial that you mix up yourself, I would say caution.
If somebody says,
caution.
I have a few extra ones in a Facebook group somewhere that I'm trying to sell.
Do you want to buy them? Don't do it.
You don't know. And what they're telling you in this study was a lot of these people took your credit card numbers, stole your identity, kept your money, and never got medication.
That would just be the worst.
You don't want to hurt yourself, and you don't want to put your financial health at risk either.
Right.
Story number 3. So this is that ever-evolving landscape of packaged goods and supplements that just continues to try and work harder for the GLP-1 community. So the company Sowell has introduced a new supplement system designed specifically to address the unique side effects experienced by GLP-1 users. We've seen a couple of companies do this. Sowell GLP-1 support system, a 3-part supplement regimen, was developed by Dr. Alexandra Sowa, a board-certified obesity medicine specialist and the upcoming author of the Ozempic Revolution. Dr. Sowa, if you'd like to come on and join us, I'd love to talk about your new book. Drawing from over a decade of GLP-1 research and patient care, Dr. Sowa created this system to meet the distinct needs of individuals on a GLP-1 weight loss journey. The Sowell GLP-1 support system includes 3 key components: Sowell electrolytes, protein, and fiber. Each product targets common GLP-1 side effects like nausea, constipation, diarrhea, fatigue, and muscle loss, while maintaining low sugar and carbohydrate content with no artificial flavors or sweeteners. The full system is available as a bundle for $104.99 or can be purchased individually for flexibility. So let me say this. We have not used this. We do not endorse this. We have not tried this. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I have no idea. I do think it's great that there are new companies trying to provide solutions for the community. We say it all the time when we talk about our companion product stores. You can start this and you do not have to spend hundreds of dollars on extra stuff to do this. So $104 for this, I don't know, it sounds like a lot of money when most of these things I can get similar products for from Walmart, Walgreens, Amazon, wherever, for much less expensive. I don't know what your thought is.
Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting to see the new products cropping up, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of new products in the coming months and years that are related to GLP-1s because everybody's going to want to get in on this. This is billions and billions of dollars that these drug manufacturers are banking on because they're investing to build new factories just to be able to pump this stuff out as fast as they can. So I think everybody's going to want a piece of this action. Just always buyer beware when you see the new products.
These look like they're reputable, but again, we don't know. We haven't tried them, but it's an interesting launch.
If you enjoyed today's segment, don't forget to like and subscribe to The Downsized.
And while you're at it, please check out our Downsized store at thedownsized.org, where you can find GLP-1 companion products and more. Plus, don't miss out on Downsized Live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we dive deeper into your questions and connect with our amazing community.
Thanks for joining us today. If you like this video, we hope that you'll watch our other ones for more GLP-1 tips and interviews.
See you next time on The Downsized.